We began with a question: did Atlantis ever exist? Over the course of this journey, we've traveled through time from Plato's ancient dialogues to modern satellite surveys of sunken coastlines. We've explored myths and manuscripts, ruins and rituals, theories grounded in science, and those that stretch the imagination. And yet, the answer remains elusive. What is Atlantis? To Plato, it was a cautionary tale, a once great civilization brought low by arrogance and greed. To generations of explorers, it was a challenge, a mystery buried beneath the sea, waiting to be found. To spiritualists, it was a source of ancient wisdom. To skeptics, it is a myth, and to believers, a forgotten truth. Its shape shifts depending on the lens through which we view it. Across all 7 parts of this documentary, one thing has remained clear: Atlantis is more than a place. It is an idea. And that idea has proven powerful enough to persist for over 2,000 years. We've seen how Atlantis may have roots in the real catastrophes of ancient history: floods, eruptions, and civilizations erased by time. We've examined Minoan Crete, Thera, Tartessos, the Azores, and other candidates, each with compelling aspects and fatal flaws. We've watched as technology expanded the hunt, revealing lost cities and landscapes that challenge our assumptions about when and where complex societies began. And yet, no definitive Atlantis has emerged. Still, Atlantis endures because we need it to. Atlantis speaks to the universal human themes of rise and fall, hubris and humility, knowledge and loss. It asks us to look at our own world with perspective. How stable are we truly? How much do we really understand about our past? If a great civilization could fall so completely that only myth remained, what does that mean for us? There are questions still unanswered. Was Plato recording a distorted memory of a real catastrophe, or was Atlantis entirely allegorical? Could rising sea levels at the end of the last ice age have submerged settlements we have yet to discover? Why do so many cultures across time and distance speak of a golden age lost to the sea? Some of these questions may eventually be answered by science and archaeology. Others may forever remain in the realm of myth. But all of them invite us to think bigger, not just about the past, but about the fragility of our present. As we explore the mysteries of history, we are also uncovering truths about ourselves. What Atlantis teaches us isn't just how civilizations might vanish, but also how memory, story, and imagination keep them alive. In a time where knowledge is constantly growing, and yet misinformation spreads rapidly, the Atlantis legend reminds us to be both curious and cautious, to question, to seek evidence, but also to wonder. In that spirit, this documentary is not meant to give you answers, but to open doors. Because the search for Atlantis is not over. It continues in the labs of archaeologists, the dives of marine geologists, the translations of ancient texts, and the minds of dreamers. Every sonar ping and satellite image is a continuation of a story that began over 2,000 years ago with a few lines in Plato's Timaeus. And now, it continues with you. If Atlantis stirs something in you: fascination, skepticism, hope, don't let it end here. Explore. Read. Question. Watch how old legends might be reinterpreted in the light of new discoveries. Look at the ancient world with modern eyes. Whether or not we ever find Atlantis, the very act of searching brings us closer to understanding our shared human story. Because the greatest mystery is not whether Atlantis was real. The greatest mystery is how much we've forgotten and how much still waits to be found. So we leave you with this: what if Atlantis was never meant to be found in the ocean, but in ourselves? Thank you for joining us on this journey into myth, memory, and mystery. If you found this exploration thought-provoking, consider subscribing for future deep dives into the ancient world and its enduring enigmas. Share your theories, ideas, or discoveries in the comments. We want to hear your voice in this conversation. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the truths buried beneath the surface.